Hello! In this lesson, you will practice reading for empathy. Can you guess what reading for empathy is? Reading for empathy is when a reader pretends to be a character in a text so as to better understand and sympathize with the character. To be able to empathize with a character, a reader has to follow these 3 steps. First, read the text carefully to identify important information about what the character is thinking, feeling, or doing. Second, understand, from the character's point of view, the thoughts, feelings, or actions of the character in a particular situation. Third, imagine being the character and think, feel, or act like the character in that particular situation. Remember, most of the time when answering this type of question, use I, since you're pretending to be the character. Let's practice reading with empathy. Don't forget to go through the 3 steps. Let's read this short passage.
Pushti boarded the plane in 2 minds. Her heart was heavy despite the fake smile she gave the air hostess. This was a fresh start, a new beginning, yet deep inside, Pushti yearned to return home. The plane took off, and with much effort she dozed off dreaming of home. Suddenly, she was awoken by an announcement. Pushti caught only half of what the air hostess was saying. Due to unforeseen circumstances, we regret to inform you that we are returning to Mauritius.
Now, imagine you are Pushti. Describe what you are feeling at this moment. Don't forget to go through the 3 steps. Let's try it. So, the first step is to identify important information about what Pushti is thinking, feeling, or doing. We learn Pushti boarded the plane in 2 minds. Her heart was heavy despite the fake smile she gave the air hostess. Deep inside, Pushti yearned to return home. And we also learn, with much effort, she dozed off, dreaming of home. So, step 1 is to identify what Pushti is thinking, feeling, or doing. Let's go through the second step, which is understand the thoughts, feelings, or actions from Pushti's point of view. We find Pushti is not very happy to board the plane. She is feeling sad, but pretends she is okay. She feels homesick and wants to return home. And also, she's thinking of home all the time, even when she is sleeping. Remember the second step. Understand the thoughts, feelings, or actions from Pushti's point of view. Third step. Imagine you are Pushti. Think, feel, or act like Pushti when she hears the announcement. Note, in your answer, as you are pretending to be Pushti, you will need to express your surprise, relief, and extreme happiness of returning home. Also remember, you will need to use I when answering the question. One possible way of answering the question: wow, I can't believe it! Am I dreaming? I feel so relieved and overjoyed to be returning home. Even if the answer is not in these exact words, make sure you focus on how Pushti thinks, feels, or acts. More practice on reading for empathy.
Olivier's hands trembled as he opened the envelope. He had waited for so long for this, yet he could not read the letter immediately. Instead, he remembered how he had trained mercilessly early in the morning and late in the evening to be part of the national football team. Finally, as he plucked the courage to read it, tears streamed down his cheeks. He reread the letter just in case. Congratulations, you have been selected to be on the national football team. Should you accept, then you will start training on Monday at 4 a.m. at Ray Stadium.
Imagine you are Olivier. Explain how you are feeling and what you will do. Go through the 3 steps and write down your answer. First step: identify important information about what Olivier is thinking, feeling, or doing. So, we have: Olivier's hands trembled as he opened the envelope. He could not read the letter immediately. He remembered how he had trained mercilessly, and he plucked the courage to read it. Tears streamed down his cheeks. He reread the letter. Second step: understand the thoughts, feelings, or actions of Olivier from his point of view. We find he is scared that he will not be accepted, so he does not read the letter immediately. He remembers how hard he has trained to get selected. He is overjoyed when he finally reads the letter. He double checks to make sure he has been selected. And the third step: imagine you are Olivier. Think, feel, and act like him when he reads the letter. Note, in your answer, as you are pretending to be Olivier, you will need to express your relief and extreme happiness for having been selected. You will need to use I when answering the question. Possible way of answering this question? It's incredible! My dream has finally come true. All this hard work has paid off. I'm really super happy. Of course, I will accept and start on Monday. Oh, let me double check. Yes, I have been selected. To end, let's revise with a true and false quiz. Read the following statements and choose either true or false. Reading for empathy means to be in the shoes of the character and to be able to think, feel, or act like the character. The answer is true. That is, you have to imagine being the character when reading for empathy. We do not use I when writing the answer for reading with empathy. This is false. We use I when writing the answer for reading with empathy. It is not important to identify and understand the way the character thinks, feels, and acts to be able to empathize with the character. This is false. It is important to identify and understand the way the character thinks, feels, and acts to be able to empathize. Goodbye.